Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Hi.
Yeah, we got froze. It was playing the thing and then it just froze.
Oh no.
I'm watching
Well,
it
we're
and it was just
here.
so I turn off the sparkles because I think that's what made it freeze. Okay.
Mm.
So hi Sarah motherfucking Z. Hi Tracy. Hi Jody B. Hi Marty Mari. So done. Gwen Branston. Hello, Wisco Gal. Hi, hi, hi. Oh my God. I got your message, Deb.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I got your message.
Mhm.
Oh my God. So, Debbie,
Mm. Mm.
uh, we have been gone for a bit here.
I know. We've been busy.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
Yeah. But I miss our nights. And look, I miss our nights, especially it's getting cold outside, girl. We got to start doing uh cocktails on Thursday again.
Yeah, it's getting cold for you, not for me.
Hi, Island girl. How are you? Look, I thought about that. I said we
Mhm.
need to start doing our cocktails again so we can become alcoholics, okay?
Mm-mm, the reintroduction of alcohol.
Yes. Well, shit, I ain't got nothing else to do. I might as well drink. Hi, Chantel. I might as well drink. I don't have anything else to do. But, Debbie, so we
Mm.
were talking backstage
Mhm.
about Denise Richards and Aaron.
Oh my God. I
Did
didn't even
every
hear about this.
Oh, I so done. Does
Mm.
anybody realize or have you guys heard that Aaron got arrested in court on Friday, October 17th? California filed a felony warrant against him and they
Wow.
arrested him during the break at the hearing he was having with Denise for the restraining order, girl.
Damn. You know your luck is bad when you get arrested at your own court hearing. Oh my God.
That was like my sister's friend.
Uh-huh.
She went to court and she beat her traffic ticket, right?
Uh-huh.
But the dummy forgot that she had a warrant for failure to appear for another court
Oh
hearing.
my God.
The judge said, "Excuse me, ma'am." He said, "Bailiff, could you take her into custody
Oh
you
my Lord.
for failure to appear?" She went, "Huh?"
Mm-mm-mm.
Girl, that shit was so funny. Hi, Jay Z, how are you? JCZ, I would say Jay Z. JCZ. So, Aaron. So Denise got on the stand, okay? So
Mhm.
they're going through this tumultuous divorce. And remember when she had her show
Mhm.
and she said that she had the three townhouses?
Mhm.
Well, that's because Aaron's father, brother, and mother, father, and brother had came from Canada
Mhm.
and they had refused to leave. She wasn't lying. She
What?
left the house. And girl, he did a tour. I gotta find that so we can show it when we come live again. He did it trying to say that Denise had destroyed this house, but he had been there with his parents for almost 2 years. They
Wow.
refused to leave. She said they kept saying they were leaving, they were going back to Canada, and they never left. So she left. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, so the warrants come from now Denise broke down on the stand
Mhm.
about how he almost killed her a few times. And of course, she had the black eye. She said he's given her three concussions. Two was in the same week. And you know what got him?
Mm.
She showed the text message that she sent his mother after the first assault.
Damn.
Then his cousin and his other, either his friend or his other, a male, they testified and said yes, they were aware of the domestic violence. They talked to Aaron about it. Aaron counters with, well, people would do and say anything for celebrities.
Like
That,
what he doing?
huh?
Like what he's doing? Because he
Yep.
didn't said anything to her to con her into marrying him.
But
Hmm.
it comes that Denise filed, she said that
Mhm.
there was no kids within the marriage. So that means that Aaron never adopted the younger daughter. But Aaron is saying he did. But then he's saying that Denise never put the paperwork into the courts. So you have no rights to that young girl.
Right, because that's her daughter that she adopted when she had her first show
Mm-hmm.
um on what channel was that show on? Where she had the farm. Remember she had the farm
Yep,
and
I
she had
remember
just
that.
adopted the
Mm-hmm.
little girl
Yep.
and she had broken away from Charlie. They did their whole separation, divorce and all of that and she was living
Yep.
on the farm and her mother had just died and she brought her father to live with her. That was a nice show. I liked that one.
Yep, I like that too. So they're saying that the first incident was uh, January 17th, and the second was May 3rd. But she said she had three concussions from him. And they asked her, why didn't she file the reports? And she
Mhm.
said, because he threatened to kill her. He said he can be driving one day and he can drive off a cliff.
I believe he said that because remember the nonsensical foolery he used to
Yep.
say on Beverly Hills?
Now they
Remember that
brought that to
dinner?
court too. When he told
Mhm.
her he would break every bone in her hand, he said that was just for television. I said,
No,
no,
it
baby, because
wasn't.
I remember when we
They
talked
caught a
about
hot
it.
mic.
Yep, that look in his eyes, it was a hot mic.
Mhm.
Yep. So he's what? He was arrested, $200,000 bail, but he wanted her to give him spousal support, and he hasn't paid the rent at that mansion in Calabasas for over a year and a half because he said Denise was refusing to let him work. I'm like, wait a minute, huh?
Wait, what? In what planet does that make sense?
Then he says that she was holding the equipment that he uses to make a living. So let me get this right. You were living in a townhouse in those three townhouses with her. You know you need your equipment to work.
Mhm.
So when
Mhm.
you left, why didn't you take your equipment, Aaron? Why?
Wait, what work is this? The space monsters work that he was talking
Well,
about?
I
The
don't know, but he
UFOs?
says that he owns the right to all of her OnlyFans pictures because he was the photographer. Unless you copyrighted all of that, you don't own shit.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yep.
These these men just think too much.
And then he said that the equipment that he needed for his wellness center, because he said that I don't know. I guess he makes drinks and stuff for people. But Denise said what happened was when she asked him to leave the townhouse is because she had
Mhm.
a full facelift, right? She said
Mhm.
she felt unsafe with Aaron in the house because he was doing nothing but making remarks and taunting her, and she didn't feel right with him being there. So she
Mm.
asked him if he can go, because she needed to get her rest and she didn't want to burden him. That's how she got him to leave.
Mm. But he just went to one of the other
He went to the
townhouses with
mansion where his mom and dad and brother were.
wait, his parents was up in a mansion?
Yes, you remember when she's had the show? They had the three townhouses. She
Yeah,
was
I
in the
remember
three
the three
townhouses
townhouses.
because
Yeah.
she even said it on the show because his mom and dad were there, and she said that she just couldn't take it. She said that saying they were leaving and they never left. But come to find out, it's the mom, the dad, and the brother. So when he left, he took the dogs. Plus, she had all those rescue dogs at the mansion because she
Mhm.
rescues dogs. And she had to get the cops and everything to go there to get her dogs and her belongings. Oh, he did a whole big show on TMZ of her clothing
Whoa.
and how she left all of that. Woman left that townhouse because your family wouldn't leave. She was supporting your ass, your mother, your father, and your brother, plus her daughters.
You don't know the number to ICE?
Mm.
Because
Then
I know I would have called them real quick.
she said that Um, she said that there was another incident in April of
Mhm.
2025. They had an argument at a hotel, and she said that Aaron was squeezing her hand so hard, and he picked what did she say? He picked her up by the head or something, and she said that she felt that he was crushing her skull.
What kind of animal is this man?
Well, wait a minute. You know he was married to Nicolette Sheridan, right?
Wait, he was married to Nicolette Sheridan too?
Yes.
Oh my God, getting some of that good Harry Hamlin money.
Yes. So he was married to Nicolette Sheridan. And she also stated that he was abusive. Remember, Nicolette was married to Michael Bolton. I
Right.
mean, yeah, Michael Bolton, or she was dating him. But she was with Harry Hamlin at one time, too.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, this Hollywood stuff is just, oh my God. And
Very incestuous.
did you know they did a raid at the Abbey?
Oh, they did? Why? What were they
The
looking for?
Abbey, in West Hollywood?
Yeah, what were they looking for?
Drugs, baby. It was a lot of drugs, a lot of stuff. I told you I couldn't. And even when I watched it with the Beverly Hills, I mean, with Orange County, that's
Mm-hmm.
the same club that I saw Harry Hamlin go into. It was right
Mm-hmm.
before you got to Sir. That's where the
Mm-hmm.
Abbey is. They raided the
Mm.
Abbey. They arrested, I think, like 13 or 14 people.
Mm. Very
Mhm.
interesting.
Then she said that he would threaten to throw her out of windows, off the balconies of hotels. That judge had heard enough, baby. And she said that I told you, she said that he almost killed her so many damn times.
Mm. Well,
But he got out later that day on $200,000 bail. The
who
judge is not
posted that bail for him?
200,000. I don't know who paid it, but he claims not to have any money.
Yeah, but that's $20,000, right?
Hmm. Well, I don't know how it is in Los Angeles. I don't know if they have to pay all of it because some states there is no such thing as a bond anymore.
Oh,
But yep, it was set at 200,000. But the
and
bad
poor
oh, and the
thing,
neighbor. It was a neighbor that also testified about his
the
abuse towards
townhouse neighbor.
Denise. Yep, about his abuse towards
Oh,
Denise.
was it a woman or a man? Mm-mm-mm.
Let's see. I need to catch. I'm serious. This divorce, this is worse. Oh, he said he wants Charlie Sheen to testify for him because she's using the same game book that she did with Charlie. Pictures of Charlie Sheen giving her a black eye.
Mm-mm.
And how you gonna get Charlie Sheen to testify when him and Denise are on really good terms? Did you hear that Charlie Sheen was now dating a man?
Wait, what?
Charlie Sheen is now with a man. And I think this young man is 38 years old or 37 years old. Charlie Sheen has a boyfriend or a man friend.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh,
Portia's got her
oh.
woman.
For
Charlie
a
Sheen.
paycheck.
So look. So now
Ugh.
makes me think, was Corey Feldman really telling the truth about how he did it in between the food trucks? Was it Corey? Well, no, Corey Feldman was telling about his
Or
friend
Corey
Tori Ham,
Haim.
saying that, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
saying that Charlie Sheen had sexually abused him. Make me
Oh,
wonder, girl. Ooh, ooh.
oh,
Oh, Gwen
well,
says she saw it on TMZ. Gwen, it is so much going on with this damn divorce. It's not even funny. But they arrested him in court.
oh
They took a
my.
break. The judge said they had already took out a warrant, a felony warrant for him. Hello?
So they took the break in order for the warrant to arrive or something?
I don't know, but it was during the break for her restraining order. So
Oh.
now the restraining order has been continued, I think, till November, sometime in November. But they have been going back and forth to court since the beginning of October. Well, of course, with the motions and stuff, but I think her
Mm-hmm.
case has been continued until November something. I can't remember the date that I read, but I
But
was
she
like,
does
ooh,
have a restraining offer,
yes,
a
she has a
restraining order on him.
temporary. She has a temporary order.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh
So, and
no.
I was supposed to, oh, November 7th. November 7th. November 7th is what it was. I knew I wrote the date down somewhere. November 7th. Yep. So she's got a continuance of her restraining, temporary restraining order until November 7th.
Hmm.
So they go back to court.
Yeah, but these people.
But I'm
This
sitting there
too
going,
much.
but that was a hot mic. But that came up in the court. Um, I think that was in September when that came up. It's all for the show. So they had to get a producer
Hmm.
for the housewives to come in, just like you said, Debbie. It was a hot mic.
But
And you
no
remember when Lisa
producer is
Renna?
gonna do a storyline on a supposed reality show about abuse. Nobody. Like
So what?
what?
Yep. So you remember when Lisa Renna and what's the other lady name was asking her and saying that everybody was hearing that Aaron was physically abusive to her. Same thing they did
Mhm.
that other lady on Beverly Hills. Everybody knows about it, but no one says anything about it. Remember,
Mm.
you remember when they all met Denise when Brandy was saying about how she slept with Denise. Oh, and Aaron is gonna call Brandy Glanville.
Well, that's a reliable character reference there. Oh God.
Oh my,
Okay.
I'm like, oh my God. I said, Brandy Glanville of all people? Are we serious? But yes. So it's a criminal case. And they didn't, the prosecute, they heard enough evidence that they issued the warrant. So he has 2 counts of injuring a spouse, and then he have 2 counts of dissuading a witness by force or threat. And that's Denise, and that's his cousin.
Oh my God.
Hi,
Like, is it
Justin.
worth it? Is it worth it to do all of this?
Nope. No, Justin, I'm not. I don't know you to make you a mod. I'm sorry, and I have enough mods. My other mod just returned. Jody B is back. She had to take a break. She was taking care of personal stuff, and she's back. And I was so happy to see her the other day. Brenda act well, something is eating up her face. Yep, but
Mm.
yep. So that's what's going on with them. And then Kim Zolciak
Hmm.
and her new man, boo, the
Oh
millionaire.
my gosh, she's gone back to Big Papa too. Like, well, when I say gone back, not to
Is
the
that,
same person, but she's just
yeah.
doing the same shit.
He looks like Croy.
Well, she
He
has a
looks
type.
like Croy. Yep, he looks like Croy. So his name is what's it? Mo Mowitz. Kyle Mowitz. So the wife, now TMZ caught her coming out of his house, I guess after he had a sleepover. And when they got a picture, he
Mm-hmm.
looks like Croy. But the wife has now thrown her in the middle of this divorce. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
And the $100 million divorce, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
she wants Kim to show all messages, all gifts. She wants everything. His attorney said, we're not doing all of this. We're going to stick to the grounds of the divorce. He said that Kyle started seeing Kim after he was separated.
Mm-hmm. You
Mm-hmm.
believe that? Nope.
No. But then
Because she
again,
even got his
no, no,
card
no,
on
no,
the
no, no, no,
Instacart.
no, no. I might, because you remember she was seeing oh my God, Tom Hanks' son for a while.
Chit.
Remember? Yep, she
Chit.
was seeing him for a while. Then she
But he
was
ain't
seeing
got no money like what she
he ain't got
needs,
no
though.
money. Look, he ain't got no money. But I
Mm-hmm.
do believe they could have started seeing. Now that I kind of believe. Don't ask me why.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me why. But then Croy, her husband, when he found out that Kim was seeing Kyle, he called the separated wife. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Mm-hmm.
believing it's true. He was sitting outside and admitted to sitting outside of Kyle's house many times. But the wife said she had no concerns that Croy would do anything to him. Now, if this man
Mm-hmm.
is calling you and telling you that your husband is now sleeping with his estranged wife, but he's
Mm-hmm.
sitting outside the house. Now, my ex-husband did that a few times too. My first ex-husband, he would sit outside my condo. And I just happened to look out the window one night. I said, why is this? And then I hadn't noticed, but my neighbor said, Heidi, he's out there a lot. I'm like, really? I never knew. I just happened to get up one night
Okay.
and I looked out the window. And there he was.
Let me tell you why she had no concerns. Because if Croy had flipped the
Right,
freak
Kim?
out and went and did away with her husband, he would be doing her a favor because the
Money.
money that they're fighting over is in a trust,
Hi, Shayna.
and she's trying
Yep.
to
Hi,
break the
Shayna.
trust.
Yep. I am telling you, girl. But the divorce is $100 million.
Mm-hmm. And he's probably doing all of that with Kim, thinking, "Yeah, this trust is going to protect me." And not so fast. Not so fast.
But wait a minute. So you know that next gen is coming back, right?
Oh, why? I heard it was moving to West Coast.
Okay. No, 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 no.
Mm, mm,
New gen is coming back. Now, supposedly, allegedly,
mm-hmm,
Ariana, Kim's
mm-hmm,
daughter,
mm-hmm.
supposedly have broken up with the guy and she's
Yes,
now
she broke up
roommates
with the
with Riley. But
billionaire.
that's not true. They're still together. It's just for a storyline.
Oh, damn
It's
it.
a storyline because how you gonna be living with Riley and
Mm-hmm,
she and Kim and the producers have offered Candy a lot of money to have a sit
mm-hmm.
down with Kim and she has refused each time.
Why are they throwing money at Candy with regards to Kim? She's like, it's the same thing with Phaedra. Like, you can't give her enough money to make her go back and do what she's doing. And besides, she's bigger
Hey,
than
Deborah.
Bravo now. She's bigger than Bravo. She's like Broadway. She's
They did
producer.
break up.
Hmm.
She moved out, but it's because of the show. And let me tell you who let the beans spill. Guess who?
Right, Riley,
Gia.
Kim, Gia.
Gia.
Wait, is Gia coming back?
I don't know if she's coming back. Everybody
Mm.
knew that she was going to just. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say that because that that lady that used to read her cards, she
Mhm.
told Kim to treat him right. He
Mhm.
was a keeper. And you remember his parents did not like him at all.
Well, who does like him?
Hmm. But Gia says they are still together and it's just for the storyline.
Gia, why
She's not
why
gonna
are
let
you
that boy with that
ruining?
money go. That boy got all kind of money. I mean, not boy. That young man has all kind of money. She ain't letting that go.
But how is
Gia
Gia
said it was
breaking
just
the
for the storyline.
NDA and ruining the storyline if she's on said show?
That's the problem. They're saying that Bravo don't know what to do with that now.
Get rid of her, just like her mama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to make sure I uncovered all. Now, you didn't tell us. I
Mhm.
want to hear before we get to our other stuff.
Mm.
How do you feel about Wendy Successful?
Um, I want to know what kind of weed they was smoking down in Jamaica to come back and stage a robbery. And these is two educated people. And then send each other text messages. We gotta max out the insurance policy. And wait a minute, you can get more than one insurance policy on the same property?
Well, what they did was they had one for the jewelry, right? They had a traveler's insurance. But what happened is when you have that house insurance, it really covers everything.
Right. But
Yes.
oh my God. I want to know what kind of weed they was smoking down in Jamaica. Bring that shit into your dispensary because the two of y'all is Fruit Loops for
That's
concocting
why
this.
that's why she's probably saying it because she said they were all hanging out this summer while they were filming. She did not break up with him at all.
Mhm.
Not at all. I'm like, ooh. G is back on the show because she's supposed to be getting engaged this season.
Nobody cares.
G is supposed to be getting engaged this season. So Bravo, they're saying that I guess she was talking to someone and they asked her something and then she said off the record or something like that. But yes.
Interesting.
Yes, she did.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, they claim the ring got lost in Jamaica. Yeah, okay. But girl, did you see Sherry Shepherd roast the hell out of her? Debbie, did you see that picture of her?
When am I going to have time to watch Frowsy Sherry Shepherd?
Hi, avoiding eye contact. I said when I heard Sherry Shepherd, right?
Mhm.
When I saw it on All About the Tea, she had it on. I said Sherry Shepherd must have heard my damn review of Wendy and her husband. She goes, "Girl, them 4 degrees didn't do you." She goes, "You didn't get degrees in lying to the police." I said she degrees in scamming. She needed a degree in scamming,
Mm-mm-mm.
but she's back on Instagram, girl, taking
Mhm.
selfies and posing. I'm like, and everybody's been calling her a Nigerian scammer.
Don't be
Oh,
talking about my people like that.
yeah. And then, oh, Andy got into hot water because he
Mhm.
played the game about hot breath, talking about Stacy's breath with Ashley. He got hammered. Yes, Brielle's supposed to be getting married.
Eh, I don't know why they continue to save that stupid show. He just needs to go and be a producer. Nobody wants to see him as on-screen talent.
I thought Andy
Period.
was supposed to be stepping back. You remember that?
I think that was during his contract negotiations. But he's put his foot in it one too many times. And I don't like how he's been doing the Miami reunion. Um, Andy has a real problem with black women. Period.
I think Andy has a problem with black women or women in particular. Okay,
Mhm.
uh, but where did Aaron get 200? Girl, that's what we want to know. Somebody had to bail him out. Maybe his attorney. I don't know, but he wants Denise to pay his attorney fees too.
But and that tells me that the attorney is not going to bail him out.
Well, somebody had to do it. Maybe one of his friends. But who? Girl, wait a minute. Maybe Lisa Renner. No, she don't have 200,000.
Mm.
Let's see. Who could have bailed him out? Who doesn't like Denise? Charlie didn't do it. Who could
Kyle
have bailed? Brandy
Richards.
don't have any money. Look, Brandy doesn't have any
Kyle
money.
Richards do.
Uh, you think, girl, Kyle ain't doing that.
Mm.
She won't do that. She wouldn't even bail her own damn sister out. Come on now. She stole from her sister. Took that woman's house.
Well, who else on the show didn't like her?
Yes, and he's being evicted um because for non-payment of rent. He said Denise is the reason
But
why
whose
he's
name
being
is on the
evicted.
lease, though?
They both are on the lease.
Oof.
They both are on the lease. But Denise had already told him that he was going to be responsible, it's in writing,
Mhm.
for the rent on the mansion.
Mhm.
So, because she was paying for those three townhouses and she couldn't afford to keep paying for that and the upkeep of that and his mother,
Mhm.
his father, and his brother.
Wow.
So if you knew that and you're saying that she kept you from working because you, man, shut up. Shut up.
I would have had ice over there so fast.
You would have called ICE.
Damn right.
Well, look, they might be on their way now.
I'd have been calling that number that I see on YouTube all the time, where they telling people to come and join, submit your resume and become a ICE. I'd have called that number and tell them transfer me.
Girl,
I want to make a report.
he moved his, yep, yep, he moved his whole, and he keeps saying his elderly mother. But what got him when Denise had sent that text message, now you can say your cousin's lying, you can say your neighbor's lying, but why would she send your mother a message about your abuse in January?
Mm, 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 mm. And I
Hmm.
wonder what the mom wrote back.
They didn't put that out, but she did contact his mom about his abuse and how she couldn't take it anymore. Hello. And that's probably why the mom and them came. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Because they've been there
God.
all this time.
I wonder what he tells them
Girl, he keeps parading his elderly mother around. Okay? All on TMZ.
instead of going and getting a job to pay his rent.
Yes, Silk Print. That came up in a court hearing, but he tried to say that it was for TV, and they had to get a producer there to say it was a hot mic that was not filmed for TV. He thought he had this covered. This divorce is nasty and messy, and I'm loving every minute of it. Every time I see an article, I have to read it. Then I got to go look at the paperwork. Oh, girl, he's been putting so much paperwork in, 200-page responses to this. I'm like, who is paying for this lawyer? And then I read further down. He's also asking Denise to pay his lawyer fees. He was he's not a doctor. He's a health junkie or health nut that makes juices, whatever. But yeah, and does physical therapy. But when I was reading Debbie, then I go, he's asking for her to pay his lawyer fees.
Mhm. Because he said he don't work. She told him not to work, and he has no
So
income. So who else is
I
to pay
wonder
it?
if his lawyers, but I wonder if his lawyers are gonna drop him though. Because he doesn't have the money. And with and with them prosecuting him
Mhm.
and the judge agreeing, every motion Denise has put into the court, she's won. Do you think you're going to get money out of her?
Mm.
He wanted child support for a child. The paperwork was never filed for.
I don't see why she would add him to the adoption after the fact.
So when
That
she
makes
said
no
that
sense.
Aaron adopted, I forgot. What's her name?
Elise?
Elise, I
I think it's
think.
Elise. Mm-hmm.
Elise. No, that was for the show. She never filed that paperwork with the courts. She knew what she was doing. She was
Mm-hmm.
trying, she's been, and I think so. I think it's roid rage. I really think so.
Is he that muscular?
Do you see how
Mm.
small she is?
Yeah, she is small.
Hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
But Debbie, this divorce, girl, this is going down. This is going down. I'm enjoying every bit of this. So, anyway, let's talk about Seeking Sister Wives.
Okay. So did you watch the two couples?
Yes, I watched the Johnsons. Why did I
Mm-hmm.
know that she was seeing someone else? Why did I know she was seeing someone else? And why did I know that she's already slept with this man? You know why? Because he was trying to sleep with her that night. And she goes, you got to get back to the kids. Girl, I was like, oh, she got somebody else. And I didn't even get to that next part yet.
Right, but then he turned around and said, "I'm gonna stay till the morning."
Yep.
He's a dog. I don't like him.
Yep, I don't like him, and the I feel sorry for his wife because she really has a close relationship with this woman. But again, and the way he goes, I don't even like the thought of anybody touching you. Did you see the way he was looking at her?
Mm-hmm. That's his fuck toy. Nobody else. This man is a serial cheater who has taken advantage of his wife and her sort of, I think she has some unresolved like trauma issues from how she grew up, and he's manipulating her. Actually, wasn't
Yep.
she one of the idiots who came on there and said this was my idea?
Yep, she said
In
it was
what
her
world?
idea because she couldn't be his everything, plus be mother and this and that and cook. I was like, wait a minute, what? Okay, so something's wrong with all these other ones. But you know what, Debbie? I think the sister wife thing might work for me.
Oh
I
my
think, but
god.
I'm not moving in the house. He would have to buy
Mm-hmm.
me a house down the street. And then he can only come over when I want to be bothered, not him. Okay? I think the sister wife thing might, you know what, guys? I'm a seeking a sister husband. Okay? Okay. I'm sick. You know what? I should have
It's
been on
not
that
a
show.
sister husband, it's brother
Yeah.
husband.
Okay. I'm sorry.
What
I'm
are you
seeking.
looking for? A transvestite
You
or
know what?
something?
I just realized that. I'm seeking, remember the show? Seeking brother. I am seeking a brother husband. So if you guys can help me out,
Oh my
the
god.
Johnsons, Gwen, it's the little short woman with the glasses and the little skinny woman with the glasses and the little fat guy. Look, the little fat guy. He disgusts me. He really disgusts me. Debbie, what do you think about him?
I don't like how he has manipulated both of these women.
Hmm.
And I look at Shanae and I go, "You're obviously the smartest out of the trio. You are a single mom. You live in a better neighborhood than they do. You have a
Yep.
better job than
That has
both
a
of these
great
two do.
job. So
Yeah,
what?
and you got to make all of the compromises, and don't tell
Yes.
me no bullshit about how when his job changed, the relationship changed. No, this man was cheating with you and behind his wife's back, and
Wait
then
a
he
minute. Wait a minute.
somehow,
Was he cheating with her, or
I
was the
feel,
wife?
I feel, I feel that he been cheating with Shanae first, and then he talked
Hi, sweetie
Angelica
me.
or Angelique or whatever her name is,
Angelique.
Angie,
Hmm.
to say, look, I found you a friend who's willing to let me fuck her. That's what I
Oh,
feel because in tonight's episode, he gone and pick up a witch at a bookstore. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. That was quick.
That was quick.
So
Oh,
I feel that Shanae was one of many women that he was cheating on Angie with.
I think he's been. I do believe he's been cheating, and she's so passive. She just accepts it. But she said she needed a friend. Your sister lives right in the same complex, townhouse area. Why isn't your? I want to know, how does her sister feel about this?
She said that she was I think she's introverted. And then something must have happened to her as a kid because she was in a family with siblings and she's not connected to any of them, which is weird. And the thing is that these two women were more concerned about their friendship. Shanae came in and was like, I ain't got two fucks to give. She's like, what if I told you I started dating? And he was like, oh. And she's like, well, that's not the response I was expecting. I
Yep,
was expecting you to give me something else. But since you ain't give it, well, we was fucking. And he
that's
don't
what
want
she.
me fucking you. That's how it translated in my
That's
head.
the way it came across to me too. And I was like,
He giving me the dick and he lived close
and he
and
probably
and
has a
he
better dick than you. And then she said,
exactly.
the only thing he wants is that until we explore it, see how we're going, is that I not be intimate with you. No, bitch, he's telling you, you're not going to give my shit to that piece of man because he's got a wife.
But again, exactly. He's
Yep.
telling her, I can give you what he can't. I am single. I'm ready to commit. Shanae don't want to be somebody's side piece, and that's how
Nope.
Matt treats all of
And that's
these
the way he's treating her,
women.
like a side piece, when
Yep.
he has time. And she's telling him, I need more time. I don't want to be at your disposal when you're ready. They don't spend time together at all.
But what killed me was she's like, you don't even come to my neighborhood. He's like, well, it's far, and the motels over there, no, the hotels over there cost a lot more money. You could come over here and we could go to the motel. I'm like, this bitch is taking her to a motel by the hour. Like
Yeah.
I said, girl, you are nothing but
Wait a minute.
a prostitute.
Because when I heard when they were talking about checkout, she goes, we don't have that much time. I was like, what kind of hotel? But then I realized it was a motel. It
It
wasn't
was
a
a
hotel. It
motel.
was a motel. Thank you, Drea, for meeting the quota on Saturday. I need you to meet the quota again, okay? I need you to set that call center up and get it going, girl. Because I'm gonna start giving out peanut butter. I'm gonna even do tuna fish sandwiches. Okay, go ahead.
What are we giving out food for?
Because I want to be like the guy that got arrested, that had the people that were working out of his mansion at the call center, or maybe they were working someplace else. And I'm going to make sure that they meet a quota, because if they don't get the quota for all of these charities that we're trying to help, um, no one leaves, and you're going to just have peanut butter and crackers. No peanut butter and bread, peanut butter and crackers. Okay, so that's what y'all going to have. And you're going to have water, no juice. I'm starting a cult, but I'm not going to make you drink the Kool-Aid. Okay, because I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. So y'all gonna drink. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, and I'm not gonna make you drink it, but you got to make my money. That's all I'm saying. You got to make my money. Okay, Debbie. What?
What shuck and jive is you talking about?
I got the girl. Me and Drea got this down. We will be doing a cult. Okay. No tell, no tell motel rent by the hour.
Mm. How y'all know so good? No tell motel.
No, she said that he had to get back to the kids because they're saying
Mm.
about, he has to be there in the morning to help with the toddlers. Girl, shut the fuck up. You don't do nothing with them kids anyway. Shut up. You
But
look
you
like,
notice
and I want to know
that
what kind of job
Angie,
he has too. That,
but y'all notice that that Angie put her children to sleep before Shanae came over, so she don't know them kids.
yep. Uh-uh. No.
And it was
Didn't
in the
she may say
afternoon.
hi to the kids? Oh no, she came over the no, she put them down for a nap, but I swore she said
Mm-hmm.
hi to the kids.
I don't know. It was 1:04 p.m. in the afternoon. Why them kids was sleeping?
Well, I guess they've been up since 5. Girl, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
But what do you think about Nick and Teresa? Girl, Teresa's a stalker.
She a prostitute.
But wait a minute. Which one had the baby? Because they just had a baby in September. Was it April or Jennifer? Jennifer's a little skinny
Jennifer.
one, right?
Jennifer is the broodmare.
Okay, so they had the baby in September.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when Teresa said she realized that Nick was the only man she ever wanted to have sex with, and he was the smartest man she know, I said, so that tells me how dumb you are.
Oh my God.
And then he had that suit on. They said, "Oh, you look." I'm like, "Where the fuck you get that shiny ass suit from? 1970s, the 80s?"
He's had that suit forever. That's
And
the
he
only
says he
outfit he
thinks
has.
highly of himself. I said, "Yeah, you and them three dumbass women that you have there, because Danielle didn't think highly of you because she couldn't wait to get the hell out of there."
Mm.
But she wants to bring now. She just got there, and she wants to bring in another wife. I mean,
Yep.
she wants to bring in somebody else so she can marry and have the Davis name, so that way she can feel like, girl, you can have that name. You can take mine. Okay? You're just crazy. She's psycho.
I This is the first season that I felt bad for Nick because
What?
he's grossly uncomfortable
With her.
because he's not in control. And she
Exactly.
towers over him like Andre the Giant.
Girl, did you see them in that damn what is it? The sauna, the hot tub?
Listen, she was suffocating him, but wait, outside the
He's so
restaurant where they
freaky.
went to dinner so he could give her alone time where he only fed her one cup of water. And she took him outside and spun him around like a doll baby.
He said he only gave her 1 cup of water. You're right, because I didn't see any food.
The Davises never eat. They never eat. Even when it's in their own backyard, they never eat. He taking her on a date out to dinner and he give her one cup of water. It's worse than being on the chain gang. What are they doing? These
Girl, I
people, and
can't
he's
take
got
it.
on the shiniest suit. I swear, if anybody pressed that, it would burst to
Okay,
flames. Oh,
Debbie, how long ago were they wearing shiny suits? Was that the 70s, the 80s? When was that?
it was the 60s.
The 60s.
Ain't the Four Tops and all of them, the Temptations used to wear shiny suits?
The gangster of New York. Even then, Denzel didn't have on a shiny suit. Okay, okay, okay. He didn't have on a shiny suit. But I'm just like, that's the funniest looking little man I've ever seen. I don't care how much money you paid me. I couldn't touch him. Even if he didn't have the women, I wouldn't be with him. He's the ugliest
He's
little thing I've ever seen.
he's very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh my God. I'm just like, she is. See, where Danielle was taking her time, but Danielle had been with them for a while, though. She just got there. But she and Nick were friends for what, 14, 12, 14 years?
Listen, Nick and her have been friends, yes, but the pimp doesn't always want to sample his harem.
Oh, God.
And this is one of them that although he sits up there, he says, ain't nothing wrong when we go in the boom boom room, but I just need to take it slow. Like, you know what you pimped this woman out to go and
Okay.
do, and it must be
A pimp
disgusting that
always
you
has to
don't want to
have a
do it.
bottom bitch, okay? Now, that would
Mm,
be April would be the bottom bitch because they're really not married, but they've been together the longest. So Jennifer is the breeding
the
she's the mare.
broodmare.
Yep. Okay. So April is the bottom bitch, and I'm sure he has pimp
Mm-hmm.
rules. Okay, I'm sure he has the pimp rules. I'm just like,
Oh my
hi
God.
Michelle, hi Ryan. Did Steve Harvey have those? Was it in the '90s? Maybe so. Hi sweets,
Mm.
hi sweet. Maybe the '90s, but I remember Shiny. I'm like, where the fuck he get that from? Did what he go? Salvation Army, Goodwill,
Didn't
Red
we see
Cross?
this suit
Where?
last season?
Isn't that the same suit from last season? You're right.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, now what I want to ask you about is Yessel's brother. You know, his
Mm-hmm.
wife. Oh my God. I don't
Wait,
think this is
Yesel?
going to work.
She's the new Danielle.
She is
She
Danielle,
she's gonna have a mental break by the end of the season, and we gonna sit here and laugh at it.
but her jealousy, and then she's going to say, if she has kids, that's fine, but she can't have kids with you because if she has a girl, I couldn't deal with
Mhm.
that. What the hell you want seeking sister wives for? So what are you gonna do? Fix her?
Again, this is another delusional girl. He groomed her because he got her real young. And she was into, I guess, doing freaky stuff, and he took advantage of that. This man is a serial pussy chaser, and he is accustomed to doing whatever he want, when he want, with who he want. He's from the DR. Again, where is he going internationally? Is it to his other family in the DR?
No, here's what I was thinking. I said, okay, so is he a mercenary? What is he doing
They
that
saying that
takes him
he's a
away?
travel nurse. They saying
So,
he's a
okay,
travel nurse
who is they?
on the redut.
Oh, on the reason. Okay, well, maybe he is because he said, she said he'd be gone for periods at a time. So don't you think he's having sex when he's gone for periods at a time? Because he don't look like the type that are keeping in his pants at all.
Exactly.
It was a shiny burgundy suit last season. It was a burgundy suit.
Oh,
I
so
thought it
he
was
got
Christmas.
a BOGO, buy one get one free,
Yeah, it
and
was
both
a
suits
burgundy.
will
I
slide
was
out of the store on their own.
he is doing every nurse. But when she found out that she DM'd him, not in
Mhm,
a group chat, because she says, she goes, I'm pretty good at keeping up. She goes, I
mhm.
don't think I saw that. He goes, no, so how did she just DM you? And why would you accept it if you already know how she felt about this last relationship that you were doing and you were excluding her?
'Cause he's accustomed to doing what he wants.
Thank you, Kimmy and Stevie Lee. Received the membership. Thank you. Thank you so
Aw.
much. But I'm just like, oh my God. He's a hoe. And his
Yep.
brother was bringing up everything. Because people
Joelle.
expect men to go, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. No, it's not.
Mhm.
No, it's not. But
And I find it concerning that the first time he supposedly tried this plural thing, it blew up in their faces and they never told their families. That's because it wasn't a plural thing. You were cheating
you were cheating.
with your high
Because
school ting ting.
yeah, because he was going to her family's house for this and this. It wasn't even including her while she's home
Mhm.
with the kids. But don't you think I think it's nice that the ex-girlfriend and her have such a close relationship. And she's the one that's telling her this isn't gonna work.
Both of them women know Yesel for what he is.
He's a hoe.
Mm. Yeah, basically. But I don't know if what's she name? Danny? Seriously, like they do have a toxic relationship and it seems like she's very dependent on him. And
Mm-hmm.
he's also very manipulative. And like I
Yep.
said, he roped her in when she was very, very young. So he groomed her into accepting his
Because I thought they worked
foolishness.
together, right? Didn't they work together?
Didn't they meet at a wedding over macaroni and cheese?
Yes,
No,
they
not the
did.
macaroni and
Yes,
cheese.
they
It was a
did.
wedding.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God, the macaroni sound. Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
I was just like, what sloppy pussy woman is you
Yeah, I
dipping
don't even
into?
want to
Like,
eat
what?
macaroni after I heard that shit. And then
Don't
for
be
that
ruining
woman to,
mac and cheese for everybody.
yep, and then when they went out on a date with this woman, she wants to know how quick can she have sex with her husband because she loves sex. And he's over there going, mm-hmm. I'm like, oh no.
Like Jackie would have been disqualified for me. From that interaction, Jackie would have been disqualified for me. You
Y'all still on the
oversexed
suit.
munchkin.
Girl, they are tearing that suit up. They are tearing that they are tearing that suit. Don Magic Wand still wears shiny suits. Drea said he got the suit in the hood with the shoes. You know how they used to go out, you get the suit, you get the shoes too.
And they throw in a pair of free silk socks
Okay,
made
I'm not gonna
100%
laugh.
nylon.
My friend Pee Wee, may he rest in peace.
Not
Pee
Pee-wee.
Wee always, if Pee Wee had on a green or some lime suit, he had the shoes to. I said, where in the fuck are you finding this shit? If he had on light powder blue, he had the shoes too. If he had on deep purple, the shoe, girl, Pee Wee, we used to call Pee Wee the pimp. I'm gonna have to send you a picture of Pee Wee. And then one time we all went out to this. I forgot what it was. It was some type of it was some I forgot what kind of party it was. Pee Wee had on, matter of fact, he had on some rust shiny pants with the rust and cream color shirt with the hat which was cream with the rust feathers sticking out on the
Oh
side.
my
And
God, he
we
looked
called
like a
that's the
rooster.
night we went to the comedy show. My sons were there. They said, Pimp Daddy Pee Wee.
Mm-mm-mm.
And he walking, he goes, I got all my hoes with me. I said, boy, you better stop. Pimp Daddy Pee Wee. That's what we called him.
Mm-mm.
But he died. He got a lump under his arm and it kept growing and growing. He wouldn't go to the doctor till it was too late. So, yeah, that was cancerous.
Oh
Yep.
no. He
Yep.
should
That
have
was
went to Dr. Pimple Popper.
Pimp Daddy Pee Wee. Girl, Pee Wee was something else. That was my high. Even in high school, he always had a crush on me. And every time I went to Houston, he always knew I was there because his family was. He would come flying to my mother's house. He would be like, "I heard Heidi's here." She goes, "She's in there," and she goes, "Like you got company." I didn't even have to think who it was. I knew it was Pee Wee. Knew who it was, but that was my boy though. Um. Oh yeah, we have Danielle and Garrick and their new little Brazilian fling, uh, Lorena. Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
So it was Danielle's birthday when she came in, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she decided since it was Danielle's birthday, she should be with Garrick that night. So then
Mm-hmm.
the next night, well, the next day, Danielle is moving her stuff out of Garrick's room, putting it in the sister room, and she's worried about them getting a schedule to change sheets. I'm telling you, girl, he would dress like a pimp. Pee Wee is what we call him. His name was Isom. Yes, Isom. That's his name. But he was always really thin, tall, and skinny. So we called him Pee Wee. Even in high school, we called him, yep, Pimp Daddy. That's what but my son look at. He was like, I got all my hoes with me. Girl, I was like my sisters, my friends, we were all going, we were like, people, you better cut that shit out. And every time we'd be going out, we will call Pee Wee. And they'd be like, call Pee Wee, see if you want to go. I said, Pete, we going out. All right, where y'all going? I tell him, he goes, I'm gonna meet y'all here. And we already knew what he was. We couldn't wait to see what he had on.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ah, and then if God forbid, if I wasn't there with somebody, PB would be hanging by my chair the whole night. If I got up to dance, he right, and PB couldn't dance a lick, but he would come right out there to keep anybody else from dancing with me. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, Pee Wee. That was my
Mm-mm.
boy, Pee Wee. All right, so um, Danielle and Garrick and Lorena, what do you think?
The only thing that I took away from them was when she was in the sister room all by herself. And I focused on her nightstand where she had her life savings in that piggy bank next to
Uh
her
huh.
bed and a full glass of wine and a whole bunch of scriptures. Um,
You
and you
missing a
sitting
part
down there
where
saying
Garrick compared
how
himself to Jesus, girl. Did you hear?
I don't listen to anything that Garrett has to say because it doesn't make sense.
Okay,
I'm just looking at everything else around them. I don't understand why Danielle is thinking like she got divorced from this man how many seasons ago, and she's saying it's always been just me and Garrick, and this is the first time I'm not with Garrick. Like you didn't think that this was gonna get to this point, Danielle? Like you've ruined the two other women and her Freudian slip calling this new girl Roberta.
Roberta.
Like,
Yep.
were you in love with Roberta?
I think so. Because she cried more about Roberta than Garrick did. Now, her daddy, now, we did say that the parents lived there, but his business partner was the one that asked him about a prenuptial agreement because he wants to make sure that his family and Danielle and the boys are taken
Mhm.
care of.
And Garrett couldn't give two shits. He went to write a prenup.com and telling Sam that he could go and add his comments to it too. In what world do that happen?
No, world.
But then, I was questioning like, okay, so they have a construction company that does custom homes. Like, who's giving them business? What homes are they building?
If
Well,
nobody
no
in the
sooner.
yep, but if nobody in that little town likes them, what kind of business are you getting?
Well, none, because the only house that he has built is his house. And the thing is, he built it off of ripping off his friend Billy.
Yep.
And the only money that he makes is by doing lawsuits. And his friend Billy, he's suing his friend Billy. He stole from Billy, but he's suing Billy.
Yep.
Tell me what sense that make.
Something I don't know. I think Danielle has been brainwashed, but Debbie, when they were walking through that town, he says, just like Jesus, I walk alone. I was like, wait a minute, what?
He
Yes,
tries to compare himself to Jesus way too
yes,
much.
all the time. And I'm
Did
like,
you
what
see
is
his
wrong
his
with these people?
did you see his work boots with
Yeah,
the animal print on them? Who is dressing him? And then the thing is it's getting cold. But Danielle's out there in like what is she wearing? Who told Danielle and Garrick that they dress well?
I don't know. But I don't think Danny is built. I mean, not Danny. I don't, well, Danny, I don't think she's built for this at all. She had a baby to keep her closer, right?
Mhm.
And it's like he can care less about that child. The older boys don't want another woman in that house. And I'm sure they can't wait until they can leave. But when she's moving out her stuff and the way that lady was looking at her, I just felt bad.
Mm.
Oh, I knew what I forgot.
Mm.
Mercedes from the Shaws of Sunset. She filed for
Mhm.
divorce from her husband, from Tommy.
What was citing what?
I don't, let's see, I gotta remember. I know the little boy is 6 years old. Um, she said that they
Irreconcilable differences?
No, but she said something else too. Oh, she said boilerplate, irreconcilable differences as the reason. And then she said the date of separation was Friday, October 17th.
What?
So they separated on Friday. On Monday,
Mhm.
she filed for divorce.
But I thought in California you have to wait a year.
I don't know. I don't
Interesting.
know. I don't know.
Mm,
But you remember when Tommy went over there and was acting crazy at Reza's house and all that stuff? Reza actually
yeah.
told her once before that it wasn't a good idea for her to marry Tommy.
Mhm.
That's what I meant to bring. I knew I was forgetting the story that I read. Yep, yep,
So
yep.
you think that they're filming this for the new Shahs in the Valley
I don't know.
show?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oof.
I don't know. But we're okay. So Debbie, did you watch 90 Days?
Yes and no.
Okay, we can discuss 90 Days.
Like,
I want to discuss
yeah,
the other way real quick because I know you have to go.
other way.
The other way.
Which that's the one that
With
comes on
Submit,
today.
yes. But I want to
Uh-huh.
talk about the last week's episode with Submit's
Okay.
aunt who
Oh Lord.
refuses to accept Jenny. Because yes, we're doing a crossover, damn it. Which refuses to accept Jenny. Do you see how old Jenny looked? And the aunt even says she looks like his grandmother.
Yeah. Well, she always looks significantly
But
older
now she
than
looks
Submit.
horrible. She's got all the wrinkles in the neck. She looks
Mhm.
really bad, Debbie.
But I don't think she eats well. Like, she should eat more like Indian food. She really
But you
should
see
because
how
it's
big
kinda
she
healthy.
is?
Yeah. But she also made spaghetti sauce with pizza sauce from Ragu.
Yeah,
So
and we got the
again,
list of yeah, girl, when she made that. But we also have the list of who's um
mm-mm,
on the last resort. But Debbie, did you see this
mm,
new woman now? Her name is Patia and Dylan.
the
Oh, Dylan,
stripper.
yeah, the stripper. They both strippers. Dylan
Uh,
is 38. She's
uh-huh,
58. She said they've been
oh,
together 12 years. They used to
uh-huh,
live together in Vegas for 7, and then they
uh-huh,
moved to Thailand for a year, and then they broke.
uh-huh,
Girl, I'm like, yeah. I said, Dylan, fine, but okay. But her nephew made some valid points. Yep, that's what we're talking about. Patia, and Dylan. And he's a plumber. Girl, when they said he was a plumber, I said he ain't no plumber because a plumber always show the crack of their butts. He's got on a whole suit. And he's in Australia.
uh-huh. Maybe they got different regulations down there.
Girl,
I don't know.
I don't
That's a
know.
recipe for disaster. Because 'cause didn't she say that they fought all the time when
All
they
the
were
time when
together?
they lived in Thailand for a year, and that's when they broke up and she went back to Dallas.
I don't think this'll work.
I
Like,
don't
a
think so. Oh,
20-year
because you're the one
gap
that's
is a lot.
sacrificing. He needs to come here. You're sacrificing. If it didn't work in Thailand, if it didn't work in Vegas for 7 years, but when she said he proposed to her and then took the ring back, I said, nope, not for me. You won't be getting no ring back from me. Even if I take it off my
Mm-mm-mm.
finger, which I have, and threw it at you, you better make sure it's put on a counter or on a nightstand so when I get up in the morning, I can put it back on. But then I won't put it on. You gonna put it on. I've done that several times.
Mm, mm,
But
mm,
I'm telling you, so Debbie needs to get off, and I'm gonna tell you because she has to do some stuff. And we were only gonna come live and just do a little reality chit chat, but we will be back to discuss the housewives. All of them. We'll do just a housewives night. I know Denise Richard is part of the Housewives franchise, but I just had to get that out because that's a trending thing right now. And again, Mercedes didn't waste any time. She separated on Friday. So I need to go find
Wow.
what happened because she said boilerplate irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, that's an interesting term.
But you know,
I
Tommy
don't
never worked. He was the stay-at-home dad. And she was the one that was working. But you know what? I'm gonna hit Reza up in his DMs. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give Monica a call. And she'll get Reza back on because Reza gonna spill it all, baby.
Well,
And if
not if
y'all
it's
go
going to
look
be
at the
shown
All About
on
Tea
the new
thing, she
show.
tells me, she goes, Heidi, we really need to catch up. And I told her I was going to call her this weekend.
Mm.
Yep, I told her I'll call her this weekend. What?
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know what the fuck Simply Sophie is talking about. I don't have anything to do with that. Why are you tagging me in this bullshit? See, this is what I don't like. I'm sorry. Don't tag me in bullshit like this. I don't fuck with you. Don't tag me. Um, yes. So I'm going to discuss the Real Housewives of Potomac. And if Debbie is not able to go live with me during the week to discuss the Housewives, my sister will be here because my sister wants to come up and talk. Girl, that's all she talks about when she and I are on the phone is the damn Housewives. And so I will get my sister up and we're going to, but I just want to do a night dedicated to the Housewives
Oh
because
my
they're
God,
all
there's so
getting ready
many
to come back
shows
on.
on.
Huh?
Yeah, there's so many housewife shows
Yep,
on
there's so
now.
many shows. So I was thinking about that. And I did tell John Yates, yes, I did. I was going to bring him on panel so we can discuss the Real Housewives of OC because that is his jam, right? He likes Beverly Hills OC. And he told me anytime. So I said, okay. I told him that I was in a chat and I saw him. I said, because we were talking about the stuff that's going on with OC in the chat as they're talking about some other stuff on the panel.
Mm-mm.
But I'm going to get my sister to come up. And it's probably going to be Wednesday or Thursday, but I will ask her to see. And then, Debbie, we got to get back to our weekend stuff too. But I know you've been busy. I've been busy. And then I just get up sometimes and I just don't feel like going live.
Well, that's your prerogative. It's your channel. You do what you want to do.
But now is because it's getting colder and all I want to do is just lay in my bed like this morning when we were talking and I was telling girl there was so many people walking that trail this morning.
Oh my
I felt they're
God.
invading my space.
No, they're there encouraging you to keep walking.
Yeah, but I'm not walking tomorrow morning because it's gonna be really cold. So I instead of doing it every day, I said I was gonna do it at least twice a week or maybe 3 times a week. But I got to get it in before it gets like really, really. It was like 30. What did I tell you was this morning? 37. I
Well,
had on a
my
hoodie.
brain don't calculate
Yeah, I had on a
those
hoodie,
temperatures.
sweats, lined sweats, a jacket, uh,
Mhm.
my Tim walking boots with my thick socks. And I didn't even wait
Mm-mm.
till 9 o'clock to start walking back to my car. That girl, I didn't even do the whole trail. I said, "Oh, I got to get back." I think I wear gloves the next time because my hands, and even though I had them in my pockets, they were still
Mhm.
cold.
You need to get those warmers, those hand warmers.
I have my
They
isotoners. Oh my, I've had
Mhm.
my isotoner gloves for almost 10 years and they don't make isotoners like those anymore. I mean, they are when I put my hands in them, it's like, oh my God. Yes. I love my isotoner gloves. And I
Mm.
bought cheaper gloves and I lose them all the time. But I have not one time lost my isotonic glove. And I bought them to wear with my leather coat. And I very
Mhm.
seldom wear that leather coat anymore because I need that coat with the lining and everything else here. So, but they
Oh.
still, yep, but they still go. I've been in Arizona too long now. I need mittens. Sounds sexy. My habanero. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. All right, Deb, I know you need to leave, and I don't want to hold you because I told you I'll have you off by 9 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I want to say thank you, but my God, it's thank you. And I just enjoy our little chit chats. I
I
do.
know. It's
Yeah,
been a while.
it's been a while and
Kimmy,
I miss
Kimmy.
you. But just because I miss you, but Debbie and I do talk, guys, okay? But we just don't come live a lot. We got to, yep. But I love you, ma'am. I will talk at you later.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me
Bye.
see. I'm trying to read the chat to see what else y'all were talking about and want to make sure we have everything here. You said it was 83 degrees today. Oh my God. Um, Alexa, what's the temperature?
It's currently 52 degrees with a low of 37 and a high of 55 for today.
So it was 55 today. It's going to be 37 tonight. So that means it's going to be about that. Where is Debbie? She didn't drop herself. Let me drop her.
No, ain't. Oh, bye,
Yeah, I was.
everybody.
Bye. You said you have to be off by 9. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Yes, my eyes right now. Okay. I was telling Debbie my eyes are burning right now because I'm tired and I've been ripping and running all day. And but my eyes are they're hazel, and then when I'm mad or I'm really excited they get like this greenish tint to them. So no, Justin, I'm not dropping my restream link. No. When I have panel guests, when we have an open panel, I'll bring you up. But that's the picture that Dorit took in Vegas when I was there, and that was my birthday. We did a makeover with the eyelashes and everything, and I told them keep it as natural as possible. So, other than that, guys, I love you. I'm probably going to be live in the morning. There was a trailer explosion which killed a couple of people in Indiana. I saw that. Um, we're going to talk about Tyler Perry's sexual assault case with the guy, Derek Dixon. He's on my list to discuss. So I'll do a live in the morning because I've already decided I'm not walking tomorrow morning. And I'm going to play with my weights tonight. Green Eye Bandits, girl. Yes. But my eyes are more hazel green. My son's eyes are green. So, but other than that, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate all you guys for coming in and hanging out with Debbie and I and just shooting the shit. And we will definitely do a Housewives night this week. I promise. I got to call my sister tomorrow. I was supposed to call her on Saturday when she came in my chat and I completely forgot. So, matter of fact, I went back to sleep. But I will talk to you guys later. Have a great evening and oh, I'm going to pour me a glass of brandy and I'm going to get in my tub. Guys, have a great evening. Bye.